And we're live.
Hello, everybody. Funny or painful? This week we are relaxing and going more on the light side with memes. So for many of you, we hope this is going to be doing meme review. I say again, meme review. But before that, we have some news from MongoDB, Meteor, and other news again, including also tutorial from Jan Kuster. So grab some popcorn, get some fresh drink in this hot summer day. I'm Jan Vorak, coming to you live from Prague, and this is another episode of Meteor Dispatches with.
Hey there, this is Alim Ghaffar. I am broadcasting to you live from San Francisco. And this is episode 51 of This Week in MeteorJS, a weekly newscast of the MeteorJS Dispatches podcast. And with that, let's get straight into the news.
Yeah, very hot here. How are you doing, Alim? Also hot on your side in there, or?
I am in a nicely air-conditioned hotel room. It is actually about 6:30 in the morning here in California. So this is much earlier than I'm used to. So it's actually very cool still because this part of California usually is pretty cool. It was like 56 degrees Fahrenheit last night. So pretty nice, pretty nice.
Speaking of hot and keeping things cool, we have our first news segment. Let me switch us down here. Coming to you from OpenJS Foundation. This is about their security progress report. Really quick read for everybody, especially I think it's a must since it's related to security. We wouldn't be anywhere without security as of our first story. What it pretty much says is that they have partnered with OpenSSF Alpha Omega project to improve their processes, specifically in terms of automation of security releases. So as a result, they have managed to make much faster releases and more often. Let me quickly jump here. So that's one big thing. And also big announcement here is that they will be doing a review of experimental flags in Node.js and probably discontinuing those that haven't had any activity in a while, meaning that they are probably not going to get that feature into Node.js itself. So very nice, quick read there. And Alim, I see you are dressed in a very particular manner. What's going on?
Yes, I'm repping MongoDB today. So some fun things. As we know, like software advances pretty quickly, and there's always some big change. And we're going now from MongoDB 7 to MongoDB 8. And there was an announcement recently on this from the MongoDB team. And the reason that you might want to upgrade is because there are significant performance improvements that come with MongoDB 18. MongoDB 18? Wow, that'd be far. MongoDB 8 over MongoDB 7. Based on testing they've done with the Yahoo Cloud Serving benchmarks, which leads to significantly faster reads and even more significantly faster writes. We're talking about in the order of, I think it's 27% improvement on reads and 54% improvement on writes, which is pretty amazing. Now, if you want to achieve these benefits, plus there are many other changes that come along with this, but these are some of the ones that stand out. You would have to update to the latest driver. Now, you can use the MongoDB 7 driver to access a MongoDB 8 server, but if you want those improvements, you need to use the newer driver. And there are some compatibility issues that come with this. For instance, one of the things that really stands out is that you used to be able to do queries with nulls and also get get data returned that were undefined. And it no longer matches null on undefined, and that impacts plain finds and operators such as $or, $eq, $in, and $lookup. Again, there are many other changes that you get with this improvement in the new version. I would suggest taking a look at the changelog, reading it through, and seeing whether or not it fits your use case. I will throw one question back to you, though, Storyteller, is do you have an idea whether or not the team is looking to make 3.0 compatible with MongoDB 8, or is this just too soon and there needs to be some evaluation period first before they can support it?
So the general idea, of course, is try to be as compatible as possible. And I think MongoDB 8 is another motivation to upgrade our internal MongoDB driver, because I think right now we are 2 major releases behind in the Node.js driver, and that's because of a breaking change in how the driver does callbacks and all that stuff.
Oh, interesting.
So that's kind of a big stop for us right now, which needs to be evaluated how to best approach it if we all have to change certain things. But I think after all the changes that we did coming to Meteor 3, it should be pretty straightforward. Not a big kind of related into that is the uplog versus change streams discussion and moving on that. The team has already communicated that that is something that they are really looking into the future, or like in the near future, to really ramp up and get ahead of before that becomes an issue. So now with MongoDB 8 out here, I think we have
more motivation.
More motivation. And the question then there is this upgrade, including switching potentially to chain stream, going to be Meteor 4, or will it be something that could be manageable in a future release? And that's, from my understanding, that's what the team is looking out right now, trying to figure out, how do we kind of move forward on this.
So what I would suggest is, if this is something that this new version of MongoDB is something that might have a significantly positive impact on your business, you want to stay abreast of the changes that are going on in Meteor, and perhaps communicate also with the team through, posting like, where they could post an issue, right? Or
post an issue, post on the forums.
Yes.
We have, from my communication with the team, there are some, I would say, exciting news coming up, but we have to, and I'm part of that, so we still have to figure out and prepare some of the details. But hopefully in a few weeks, we'll have some communication on that, and that will allow everybody who's interested in topics like these to get more involved.
That's right. So just engage. Just engage, I think, is what we want to say. All right, folks. And with that, Jan,
yes,
what should these good people do for us?
So if you are here and have been long, enough here for me to go and rambling, I think you like us, or at least you like what we are doing. So we would be very grateful if you could support us. And no, I don't want your money just yet. Right now, you can support us for free by hitting the like button down below the video somewhere around here. So that helps us tremendously in the algorithm. So hit the like button and tell your grandma that you're watching us. And with that, we'll go to the next set of news. So for all the fans of Grapher, we do have a beta for version 2 out. And we are looking for your feedback. So if you use Grapher, get version 2.0.0-beta.0. So that's for Grapher. Let us know what problems you encounter, or if everything is working as it should. Borislav Hunjadi from Croatia has been working on this. So many thanks on moving this forward. And we have these and many other packages being continuously released, either in beta, release candidates, or in their final versions. Speaking of new things coming up to Meteor, I would like to draw your attention to this unassuming looking or maybe a bit convoluted named pull request from Nacho. And that's a support envers to modify the Meteor project configuration and .meteor ignore for modern bundlers. And if you are interested in bundlers build tool, this is a must that you have to read. And coming through, the main thing of this is that what this is to be the first step to allow to more easily swap the build tool while also supporting things like Meteor packages and other things. So there's some demo with now specifically, it was been tried with Webpack, Vite, and now Nitro's looking very much on a roll up because Webpack and Vite have some significant drawbacks as things are right now. So definitely look into it if the build tool or the bundler is something of your great interest. This is a must, and you need to be on top of this.
There are always trade-offs, aren't there?
Yeah, that's Nacho is very much discussing that here. Why roll up for his thing?
And there's a new version of Meteor, right?
Yes, finally, it was a bit delayed. Meteor 3.0.2, so the second patch release for Meteor 3 is out. Fixes pretty much it's a patch release, so it has a lot of fixes going on. Specifically, I would say for me personally, the most relevant one was in regards to some issues with subscribing and unsubscribing, and another big thing is that it deprecates meteor.user on the server. If you have actually migrated to Meteor 3, you know that meteor.user is asynchronous on the server. So it's the same thing as calling meteor.user async. This just kind of gives you warning that you should be using the async call on the server because the synchronous one doesn't work on the server. It still works on client, but on the server it's better, or you need to use the async one. And right now, how the Meteor.user works on the server is that it just redirects to Meteor.user async. So it's actually not that much different. You are just changing the naming for that, so it's much more clear. And this especially comes in hand when you are dealing with methods that are both run on client and on server.
Excellent. We have some restless people in the audience that want us to get towards the memes. But before we do that, our friend, well, first of all, let me just say, if you are finding this useful and interesting, we would love to have you subscribe to the channel. There are a couple of things I want to point out. We are, I think, at 268 members right now. We're almost at 270. We have a goal before the end of the month of trying to get to 300 subscriber members. For all of you guys that have been subscribing with us and join us on a weekly basis, you know that part of the benefit of being a subscriber is that you find out when we post a new episode or when we schedule one. So you get some notification ahead of time, and it allows you to know that we have something coming up. So please, if you're finding some value in this, subscribe to the channel. It helps us out a lot with the YouTube algorithm for discovery. And with that,
yeah, I have still two things to add here, Alan.
Yep.
Sorry to interrupt. First of all, one subscribe equals one meme. So same thing applies to likes. Second, on the Discord servers, on the community ones, I have discovered the events feature for Discord. So I will be playing with that a bit more in the future. But right now, you will find the Meteor dispatches there scheduled up for Fridays. So we can use that as reference as well. And I'm hoping to do the same thing going forward on the official channel if I can get the permission.
Options. All right.
Yeah.
And with that, I think you have some useful resources that you'd like to share with us.
I found some interesting resources, starting with Node.js Best Practices, the 2024 edition. So since Meteor is, at the end of the day, a Node.js server. I think this is a must. It has also a lot of translations, so definitely, give this a look. I know that I will be kind of going through this as well to see what is relevant for Meteor as well, and see what we can maybe use in our application to copy over. And second interesting resource that came up during discussion on how much maintain or not maintain is MAP is this thing called MIAW host. So kind of getting into the meme territory already, which is supposedly a successor of Waves hosting, for those that remember. And the main thing is to help you with your Meteor deployments on AWS. So, and it has some additional features, and I have some more planned features. So this is something I will be looking as well if I need some specific deployments aside from Galaxy. But definitely check this out if you're running into issues with MAP and you're using AWS. And that's potentially they can have maybe some other hosts, but I haven't really gotten that much into it because I am fat and happy with Galaxy. And Alan, speaking of Galaxy.
Yes. Normally at this point, we will have our understanding Meteor discussion. And so right now, we have a little video that we prepared here that you've seen perhaps before if you've been here with us. We offer a discount on Galaxy. You can get $60 worth of credits. You go to this. Can we play this again? Because yes, because it's a very small screen for me and I'm not really seeing it, so my timing is off. But we offer a coupon code for first-time users of Galaxy, or if you are using Galaxy, you've not used this coupon before, you use it's dispatches-60, and you go to that specific landing page and you put that information in and you'll get $60 worth of credits. And what that does is it allows you to basically run for about 2 months a standard size application on Galaxy, and you can either try it out, or if you have already tried out Galaxy and you're committed to it, then this is a free resource that you can take advantage of. It's a one-time thing. If you've already done it, you won't be able to use it again. But in the meantime, I think it's worth checking out. Galaxy has improvements that they have rolled out over the last couple of months, including the new interface, a better developer experience in terms of its utility, and also Monty APM for its APM hosting, and for performance management, performance monitoring. Gosh, I'm having such a hard time with this. And with that, let me. Oh, and we have a note here from Fred that says the coupon will be used for MongoDB hosting as well. Thank you, Fred, for doing that. So with that, let me just get my my overlay down below so that you can, if you missed out on any of that while we do this piece by Jan Kuster, who's prepared it for us on his time off, you can also get the information here and go to it. With that, I am going to pass this on. Oh, I'm doing that introduction. So, so here's the thing. There are lots of different ways that you can go about debugging, and then there's some very specific ways that you can actually debug a MeteorJS application. And one of the couple of things that come to mind are some default settings that used to be in Meteor that has been taken out of your startup apps. And I'm talking about insecure and auto-publish. Now, many people don't necessarily think about these things as debugging tools, but I do. And in addition to this, Kuster has also identified 4 other methods that you might use for debugging your MeteorJS application. And if you have others, we would like to open this up to anyone that has some other techniques and methods that they use for debugging their MeteorJS application to share their best practices with us. But for now, we're going to go and into this video that has been prepared, and let's just get to it.
Yeah, just before we run this, this is your last warning. It's about 7 minutes long. And last warning to get your memes in. The memes are on the forum. So right after this, we will be jumping into that. So this is your last warning. And here we go with the video. Jan is taking it away.
Debugging is one of the most crucial skills to ensure delivery of quality apps and services. In this video, I want to provide you an overview of the various methods and techniques to debug your MeteorJS apps without using console.log. This will boost your debugging productivity in no time. My name is Jan Küster, and I'm a MeteorJS community ambassador promoting MeteorJS as a platform and community. Have fun and let's get started. Why should you avoid using console? First of all, you have to place many console.log statements in your code, guessing where the issue could arise. Additional context can only be gathered by placing more console.logs. If you miss to remove them before deployment, your production apps may reveal sensitive data to your standard out and thus to your server logs. And the overall process is very time-consuming to detect bugs compared to dedicated tools. There are so many better options in MeteorJS which I'd like to present to you today. On the client, you can use browser-specific tools like the browser debugger or the browser extension named Meteor DevTools Evolved. There are also Meteor core packages like Auto Update and Insecure or the lesser-known Shell Server package. On the server, you can use the native debugging protocol of Node.js to inspect your application's server-side code. And if you intend to develop or understand MeteorJS itself as a tool, there is also an option for debugging it. And now, let's take a deeper look at these tools. Number 1, the browser debugger. The browser debugger is the most straightforward tool anyone can use immediately. Simply place the debugger statement in your client-side code and open your app in the browser with the developer tools being open. Your browser will detect the debugger statement automatically and opens the debugging panel. From there, you can step through the client execution, set breakpoints, step into function calls, inspect objects and properties, or review the call stack. This will help you to detect issues in your code's execution flow and logic. Note that MeteorJS supports many front ends, and they often come with their own developer tools. For example, React offers a browser extension named React Developer Tools that will support you with a tree view of your React components, including their props and hooks. Links in the description. Number 2, DevTools Evolved. This browser extension may be the most helpful tool for many debugging tasks around the Meteor server-client communication and data exchange. It monitors the entire DDP traffic between client and server and allows to review the full protocol stack live. Furthermore, it shows the content of your client-side Mongo collections during and after synchronization. Use this when you have issues in subscribing to publications or calling Meteor methods. It is developed by years-long MeteorJS community member and now core developer Leonardo Venturini and is available for Chrome and Firefox. The source code is available on GitHub, links in the description. Number 3, Auto Update and Insecure. These Meteor core packages open all vaults of data to flow between server and client, circumventing all permission checks. The Auto Update package sends all available data to your client, filling all client-side Mongo collections with documents of the latest available server build. The Insecure package enables to update the server-side database collections by calling the methods directly from the client. These packages are rather supportive to debugging as they can speed up things or help to find issues with subscriptions and method calls. Beware though of using them in production. They will leave your app vulnerable to anyone, so make sure they are not in your packages list when deploying. Number 4, Shell Server. This is a highly underrated core package. Sometimes you want to immediately call a specific method on the server to start debugging from exactly that point. and which would otherwise require a complex and time-intensive procedure with potential side effects when clicking through the client. With Shell Server, you can run a full-scale REPL that integrates the whole Node and Meteor environment. Simply make sure the Shell Server package is part of your project and open a new terminal in the application's root directory. There, you can enter Meteor Shell in the command line and activate the REPL. You can now import modules from your codebase and work on their code independent from the rest of your app. One more advantage, you can keep your code base clean because you don't need to place any statement like debug or console.log. Number 5. Debugging using the Node Inspector. Meteor can run apps with 2 debug flags. The first is --inspect and the other one is --inspect -brk, which means inspect break. This allows to hook into the runtime using the Node Inspector protocol and use the Chrome dev tools on the server as you would do when debugging your client code in the browser. It also works with VS Code, the Node.js command line debugger, and any other debugging client that supports the debugging protocol. --inspect is most useful if you want to profile your applications, take memory snapshots, or review the call stack. --inspect break in turn allows to set breakpoints using the debugger statement on the server and manually navigate through the server-side code step by step, which is the most detailed way of debugging and finding root causes of your app's issues. If you did this once, you will never come back to the using console as a tool for debugging. Number 6. The build tool debugger. The previously mentioned inspect flag works only for the runtime of your Meteor application. However, if you intend to develop the Meteor tool and Meteor as a platform itself, then you might need to run the dev environment with the tool node flags equals inspect break as environment variable. This is for those who want to find and fix bugs in the Meteor codebase and want to find issues, for example, during the build process. This is also explained in the MeteorJS development guide, links in the description. Summary. As you can see, there are much better options for debugging your MeteorJS apps than using the console statements. I hope you enjoyed the video and learned something new today. If you did, then consider to leave a like or a comment and subscribe to our channel for more tutorials and info on MeteorJS and the community. Thank you and happy coding!
Yay! The logo's great. So
Absolutely.
we're going to do this like this so we can have full.
So I just want to, before we get started with the memes, I just wanted to let everybody know, but by the way, that when he references the links are in the description, this is a separate video that is actually going to be released next Thursday. So you've basically gotten a preview of it. And so anyway, if you're interested in getting the information that he talks about in there, wait until Thursday, and then you'll be able to get all of that data that you need. And with that, let's get right into the highlight of this episode, which is the meme reviews.
Yes, meme review. So kind of started here. I had sadly couldn't find it, but I had this like this morning, just this meme. Looking at memes instead of coding. So sadly that I could not find it. Otherwise, that would be what I would have been kind of starting this. But yeah, start with this from me, but we'll have to discriminate against. Let's start from the very beginning to kind of give you a big history. We had this. What episode was the June 28th, I believe, episode? Is there a link? Yes, it was for Dispatches 44. That's where we made our first meme. We had some iterations. And this is kind of the baseline that we are going or starting against.
Oh, Lord.
And of course, we already have some variation from Sergey. So let's see how we are going to do it. Let's see. I want from everybody. We'll have rating 1 to 10. Let me get some Google Drive here so we can have put it in. So I want everybody in chat to participate, and we will put this together and ordain our person who has created the best memes.
Yeah.
So we'll have some extra.
I see Kelly has put stuff in even more recently. He's been inspired.
Yes. Absolutely. So let's. I have opened my sheet here. Call it meme review.
Yeah.
And we'll start with the original distracted CEO. Let's call it, or is it? Yeah, or is distracted dev?
It's we swapped it around a few times, I think, right? It's like, it's yeah.
So, Alim, on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate this?
I thought, honestly, because, well, first of all, I created this one, and actually, I think you created the first one.
Yeah.
Right, and then I just went and I styled it a bit, and I think it's a solid 7 or 8. Right. I mean, I would like to say it's a 10, but I think part of the issue that we have is this particular meme has been so played out over the last 5 or 6 years that I feel like the value of it is that it's just recognizable, right? But at the same time, it's like maybe it's too recognizable. But I think that this captures, I think, like what goes on. Developers are always looking at the shiny new thing that goes by, and they're trying to be constrained by the people that manage them, and so I think it captures it very, very well.
Yes.
I'm going to say solid 8. Solid 8.
Solid 8.
Yeah.
I'll go with 7. We already have from CZ Psycho CZ rating of 5. So guys, give us now your ratings so we can have a nice. I'll make a nice function and here. So let's put it in, and then we'll go for whichever has the most point. Name that as the
current developers are going to have a better handle on what they think is what they think is good. So that's great to get this feedback here, and we have.
Come on, guys, let's do this faster. This requires fast fingers. Otherwise, we are going to be here till tomorrow, and I want to look on more memes.
We have quite a list. Why don't we move on?
Yeah, so we have already some points. 3.
Wow. Wow. Okay, go on.
So
dog goes back in on spring.
Let's go on. We have here the first variation distracted with the Versal's account theme. For me, I'll just rate this as we have for that. One is for 6. I actually rate this lower because it's derivative, but I like the idea of the Versal stuff there as well. So
sure.
So Gaps has putting 10 here.
Oh, and Kuster is saying, more specifically.
So it's people like that because it goes into some. So Alan, for you, rating on this little change.
Yeah, I think it's about the same for me as the other one. It's very specific, but it's speaking to, I think, a little bit of the competition, the implied competition between these two platforms, right? So
yeah,
whoa, we're getting some stuff here. We're getting Simon going. Yes, yes. And you know who mirrors that is the CEO of Meteor Software. Wow. All right.
Got fired. All
Okay.
right, moving on.
Great 45.
Next one, this one is digging a little bit onto Meteor here. In Thai, you create fully typed full stack RPCs with Zod. I can usually remember to use Meteor check. So I think it's really digs on that, how people just go and create their own stacks, and then you just like, just use check package, and I'm
Yeah.
happy with anything overly crazy. We already have some rating here on 10.
Oh my gosh. CZ Psycho really likes this one.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's call this Meteor in suit, or let's see, Meteor classy. Let Meteor being classy. So we have 10. Okay, sorry, Kelly. I'll have to read that as a 10. I like how this is digging.
Wow.
So we have another
this is
10 here.
a
I have to be the
meme that
contrary.
very much
I'll
enjoys.
stick with 8.
Yeah.
What about you, Alan?
I think this is really, getting to the psychology of developers. It's like, yes, this fancy new thing is going to solve all my problems, and this thing that actually can solve it, I'm not even going to bother with, right? So, yeah, I'll give this a 9 because I think it's spot on, right?
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. I do have 3s, B10s, and I need to add the. Simon, you cannot vote twice. I'll have the 1-9 there from Fred as well.
Yep.
Let's move on with the delay. There is probably going to be a few people coming in later, so we have to actually scroll on this one.
Yeah, let me just ask you. So what you're doing right now is you're keeping a tally of people's votes as we go through, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So that's why there's a little bit of a slowdown here, guys, as Storyteller is going through these memes. Okay.
Don't forget to vote. So here we have, I would say, a mother. If you are saying I play favorites, you are wrong. I love all my children equally. Blaze is more equal.
I think we all have families like this, right? Or we know of families like this. And we've heard these stories before. So, yeah.
Cast your vote.
Where is Kooster in all of this?
All the family men and the mothers here.
Okay,
time to cast your vote. So, Alan, you go first on this one.
Yeah, so I'm posting my vote right there. So it's a 7.
What a Blaze fan.
And it's lower because this brings back like bad family memories for me. So oh, CZ Psycho, I don't know Blaze. I don't know if that's an admission or if that's an insult.
Yeah, he is a new developer. I know him, so
okay, all right.
Just he hasn't learned about the older children in the family yet.
Okay.
So, of course, Jan Kuster comes with 10.
Yep, burning 10. Look at that, a blazing 10.
Yeah, 7 from Kelly. For me, I really like the end. The Blaze is more equal. Between 8 and a 9 for me. Let's say I'm kind of wondering from the Meteor devs or from the core team, and what Meteor Software guys are going to say on this one. Or they are going to be strategically silent.
Gabs, yeah, I noticed. Like, they are not saying anything. They're like the father in the family. Like, the mother has already said something, and the father's like, "There is no way I say anything it's going to make anything better here, right? I'm just going to keep my mouth shut."
Yeah, I'll go with 9 to give this a bit more strength.
Okay.
Just kudos. And yeah, here we have another Blaze switcheroo.
I love this one. This one for me is a 10. This one for me is a 10.
Blaze switcheroo. Okay, we have already another 10 going on there.
Common folk have 10 also.
Switcheroos. At least now we know what the common people think.
Uh-huh.
Now we have use 9, 9. Of course, goes for 10. Well, so for me, this has been kind of like reuse, and it depends.
Let's sneak Blaze into GPT training data. People don't know how to code anyway. Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'll go with 8 on this.
Okay.
A strong 8. And we'll have some time with the. There's a guy just said there's also about like a 5 to 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Time dilation between when we actually do it live and before it gets to you, all the way back. So I'm switching to the next one while still recording, still for the reason. There's one more 7 that came in from Jan. So it is. Is it time to update Meteor 3? And this is, I believe, from Narco. So very, very common.
And this is, oh, by the way, Simon gave the Blaze Detour an 8.
Yes, I got that. Don't worry.
Okay, so this one for me is a 5, and it's not that it's bad. I don't relate as well to it. So, but that's just a personal preference.
There's a time to update Meteor 3. I would say, so 5 from you. I think that what this really goes to is a bit how kind of waiting for the actual release, how long it took.
Yeah.
That's one way I can read without it. Let's see. It was Gunsebektas. His name, if he is here, he can give us more details.
Yes.
But I'll also go with 5 because I was constantly there, and so I was not that. I was in the trenches.
Right. Exactly. All right. Anybody else have feelings about this? All right. Maybe we should move on.
Let's move on. And it's kind of on the similar way. Is it time to update Node.js?
All right. You know what? I'll give this a 7.
Yeah. I'll go for,
because it's like false choice, right? It's like it's.
So we have 2 7s here.
The meme is not panicky enough. I don't know. To me,
everybody's going for 7 on this one.
Yep, there's lots of 7s.
And here we have another one from the same author, embracing Next.js developer, but it's being
held up by
MeteorJS.
Exactly. Jos, is that 10 for this one, or is it 10 for the previous one? Just clarify that one for me, please. And for me, this is a good 8.
8. Not sure if Fred is meaning to go with 3 or 5 there. Sorry, not Fred. Gaps.
Yeah.
Gaps for the Node.js upgrade. Okay.
Okay.
Let's see. For me, a 9 for this one. So then for this, we have 8. Gaps need to clarify if it's 3 or 5. I am going to go with 5 because I don't feel like Meteor is holding me back. So that's. So I don't really care about Node.js.
I think the thing here is like, Meteor is giving you some safety and protection. Is how I read it. Oh, Gab says it's actually 35.
So I've got to be 10. Yeah, for that, could be the embrace of protection can sometimes be.
Yeah.
Some people can take it differently, but I'll stick with my still where I am.
So Kelly gave that I already gave Kelly, right? So yeah.
Yes,
and then Gab said this.
there.
Okay. So let's see what we got next.
I'm moving on my next. Watch my comments for when the next starts. I didn't have a choice. Refactored to Meteor 3 and house. We use Fibers.js. Oh, that's brutal.
I think both of these are spot on, right? So
I think it goes kind of together. So
yeah.
Ooh, that's kind of how I think definitely for how it felt for me. So I'll give this a solid 9.
Yeah, I'm with you on the 9. I see other people are giving 10s, which is, I think, it's like it's more like a 9.5, right? It's so definitely like close to the 10. Wait, what is Jan saying? Disaster Girl reminds me of my little sister when she was at age of 10. Oh, it must have been dangerous to live in your house, Jan.
I'll take it that you give this a 10 then.
And Kelly gives it a 9. Yeah.
All right. And we have Common Folk
at 8.
Yeah. I'm going to write next now, which means that the voting period has ended.
Yep.
If you release MeteorJS 3, where is Fiber? I think it doesn't really fit that well.
Yeah.
Because that should be like, Fiber's nowhere to be found. So from that aspect, that's why I don't like about it. It doesn't really fit well with the meme. It should be await async everywhere or something like that.
Yeah.
Async await everywhere. So
Gabs gives this a 10. I'm gonna give this a 6. Common Folk says it doesn't fit.
Yeah. I'm going to go with 4. I said Gabs is 10.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Mrs. Fibers. I do agree on that. We have 5 and a 7. Okay, a few more moments before I hit the next.
Yep.
On that. And I'm hitting next. Oh, can mean without a cat. You stuck on Node.js 14. You don't meow anything. This is very much yes.
This is very much.
I think that the response could be work on there.
Yeah.
I think especially with where there was the bad release of
whoa.
-5 for the cat, or is that 5 for the cat?
-5 he has. -5. Wow.
And Gabs goes +11 for the cat.
And is like on 8, I was gonna go with like a 4 on this. I know where this is going, right? It really is sort of like, if you're so much like a Meteor developer, it's like, people are telling you like, you're behind. They're like, you don't know what the benefit is. It's
benefit of that's the old article from Ben Newman about the benefits of being tied to a specific.
I think we have a cat fight in the chat.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll go with let's just say for the Cat 5, there is a, I would appreciate a better, more catchy response. So that's where I stand on that.
If you guys
And
want
let's
to
move on the next.
appreciate some absurd thing, I have headphones on in a hotel room. My wife is lying down on the bed, and all she hears is me laughing and like talking to a screen. And I'm sure she's probably reconsidering her life choices at this point. She's thinking
Yeah, well,
about how to-
talking of women lying in the bed and thinking of what the men are thinking.
Mhm.
These think about our women, and the guys think I have to upgrade MeteorJS, and that that hits.
Yeah, 100%. I can relate.
Yeah, I can relate. We already have a 10. It's not as strong. It's like that painful moment of that stinks.
In some ways, I think sometimes they would prefer that you're thinking about it the other way, right? Rather than obsessing over like some technology or game or whatever it might be. It's
I'll go with a solid 6 there. Let's see what everybody else is saying. I would be expecting the family men to be more involved in that on these things.
I think some of these family men don't want to get a divorce, so they're trying to, make sure that they don't say anything that could be found on YouTube later on.
So we have from Jan a 9.
Jan doesn't mind burning things down, so it's.
Well, the comment here, I think, to kind of add more spice to this from the creator is my wife.
It is well understood.
All right, let's move a bit. Then.
Oh, Bernie.
Yeah.
once
again asking to upgrade to 3.0 and stop. So that's from Jan Kuster.
Oh my goodness. I'm going to give that a 9 because I hear Bernie's voice in my head whenever I read this.
Yeah, so, okay, I've lost a bit of a chat here for a moment.
Okay.
How should I put it? I this is like another one of those like stings because I feel that's what I have been doing this routine. I have another 8 here to 8. Let's see. How should I put it for myself? I hope I don't sound like Bernie on that, so I'll just go with 7.
Okay.
Once again, asking, we have Fred.
What you got?
Yeah, 8. Basically, I did the last 50 episodes. There was 7. So yeah, and how much you're putting in, and once you put that in, we'll move to the next one.
Yep.
YouTube is messing up on me.
I wonder if Kuster sees this in his head every time he gets on an episode. It's like, is he channeling Bernie?
Yeah. Okay, let's see. Here we go. Nope. I'll have to ask you to pause because my YouTube is failing me in the chat. I'm not displaying the chat right now for me. So,
do you want me to
just post next in the chat here in the StreamYards, and that should be
sure
good enough. There.
Okay. All right.
Did we lose the? Yeah, there we go. So let's see what we have.
Nice, Simon. Oh, this guy.
The number of Meteor 2 apps out there is too damn high.
That is awesome. This guy is a New Yorker who has a this is the joke. Like, he has a party that he's got registered, a political party called "The Rent Is Too Damn High."
Yes.
And every now and then he runs for office. He's just amazing.
You have some. That's. I have also, I think, Vermin Supreme and some other eccentric people. So I'm giving this an 8 as well. We have actually people are thinking much more highly of this. We have 9s, we have 10.
They're enjoying it.
Yeah. All right, it's too damn high.
Let me know when you want to go next on this.
Yeah, let's go next.
Hang on a second. Kelly's got his there. Okay, I'm gonna hit next now, guys. We gotta keep moving. We got a bunch of them.
Fibers. We have yes, fibers. I think very much applies to this.
Oh my gosh.
Let's call this ancient fibers.
Oh yes. You don't know. Fibers.
Yeah, this
What
is
makes
for
what
me.
makes this work? Fibers,
For me, that's a 9. I am with Kelly on this one. It's a gold. Easy 10.
Exactly.
9.
Easy
Let's see, guys.
10.
We need more ratings so it can compete with some of the early ones.
Yep. All right, I'm going to move on because
we've Common Folk.
Common Folk had an 8.
That's our
Okay.
last one. Yeah, I've got it in, and let's see. Both
Came
on the
right
Meteor
online.
forums, identify this Meteor. So this is a reference to actual post that happened, and I am going to actually go to it. And we had this back in 2020. This guy actually posted and told us what Meteor asking for what Meteor it is, and somebody, actually people described here, and I told him they're actually on the wrong forums.
Yep.
So let's get down here. This is this was like really, I would say, a beautiful moment. Identify this Meteor. So we have a 9.
It looks like I'm
9. We have only 4, Alan, from you.
Yeah, I don't relate as well. So it's, I once got an email from an American university asking for help in meteor research.
That's beautiful.
That's too funny.
Yeah, the Common Folks for 5. I'll go with a nice 7. I really love this one. It was like a wholesome moment that we didn't, send this guy
wholesome.
completely out. We saw that. Right? Let's take a look. So let's hit next, and let's get.
Yes, I'll drop in a next now. Okay.
Oh, this is from people who like wrestling and all that stuff. We have Meteor 3.0 sneaking up on somebody that's trending new hype frameworks. So sneaking up.
Which one of you guys? Let's just get some responses. Let's keep this moving.
I'll go with a 5 on this. I think it's kind of partially hope for the future. I see a 6.
Yep, Jan got an 8.
Yep, got that in.
We've got a 6 here. Anybody else? Goose there.
We have a 6 from Fred.
Yep.
Let's see. Let's hope this meme comes through in the near future.
All right. I'm going to put a next on, and we'll continue on if I don't see one more. Okay, here we go. All right, let's go to the next one.
Me, create a new package. Community.
Our package. Yeah. This is truth to me. This is truth, right? We all know this. We all know
Our
this.
framework. That's when everybody goes tens there. I need to go 9, otherwise it's just going to be too
Is
much.
we overwhelmed?
Let's see if I have all the tens here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I missed
Wow.
one. Oh, this Apache 2.0.
Oh my goodness. All
better
right.
fix
Oh,
that.
wait. Hang on. We got, you know what? I think this has really touched a nerve with everybody. And you better fix our package. Kelly wrote a 2?
Yeah, at the communists, I agree with that sentiment there.
All right.
Let's go next. That was funny. How dare you compile Cordova in legacy mode? How
my
dare you,
goodness.
Cordova?
I like Greta, but for me, I am it's not so strong for me.
Yeah, I'll stick with a 3. We have a 5 from Jan there. So I think this is for the Cordova guys.
Yeah.
Issues they have, not just recently, but it has been a bumpy integration. It's a problem if there are some issues. So we have 5 from Fred, 4 from Kelly.
How dare you? Okay.
Let's go next.
Going to the next.
This is a general one, so we will not be rating this, since it's
Okay.
only related. So in case of fire, step number 1, git commit.
Ooh.
Step number 2, git push. Step
Yep.
number 3, leave building.
Yep.
So this is, I think, a general one that I am going to put whenever, if we ever have a company offices or something like that, that is going to go on the door.
And a very practical warning anyway, right?
Yes.
Okay. Let's move on.
Let's go. And this is from me, so I will not be voting. And this is, we will upgrade to Meteor 3, and it's Deus Vault.
I almost see this like a crusade.
Yeah,
you know?
That's why that's kind of how I took it as well.
Yeah.
So Meteor 3 upgrade crusade.
Yeah, the crusade hit some of my people. So it's
only 5 down. I'm disappointed. Going from a big crusading country.
oh, big crusading country. Wow.
Like the German states were very big crusaders.
I know.
They even came crusading into Bohemia.
Jan wants to forget these memories.
The other one as well.
Let's see what we got here. 6. Okay.
A few more going, guys. I don't want to be last. Thankfully, I'm not last, but still.
Okay, I'm gonna hit the next on this one. Let's go.
Kelly managed to sneak in last minute. Thank you for the 6.
Beautiful.
So this is, I think, yes, the first one is non-Meteor related. So let's say it's called Joy. The joy of watching another dev deciding to work on the bug no one wants to fix.
That is truth.
I kind of find myself with the Meteor commit packages in the another dev a lot. So let's go to the next one. I have a new framework down here. And JavaScript developers going in. Yes, we'll skip on that.
Oh, no, I voted on that one.
That's fine.
I don't know if anybody else wants to vote.
That's just a general one. Okay, so you can preface it with a clown emoji for the clown.
That's what Kuster did.
So then we have from Lori about the heaviest objects in universe. Of course, you have starting with sun, neutron star, black hole, and node modules breaking everything.
That is absolutely truth.
Yeah.
That is absolutely truth.
So that's
All right. Anybody want to get a vote in? We'll get those in.
heaviest.
Modules. 9 for no modules. Hang
So
on.
I'll have that solid
8.
9, especially if I get that. If I get that, compared it with the Meteor packaging system, which has, similar like PNPM has one repository for all the packages, so
Right.
you don't get it everywhere. So
Okay.
very nice.
Let me go next on this.
Yes, another one from Lori. Let's skip this one because that's the JavaScript.
I love that one.
So that's the JavaScript. So teapot and
Backend,
front end,
well,
back end.
Actually, I'm changing my vote. I'm giving that a 10. I'm changing my vote.
Let's vote it. JavaScript teapot. I'll just call it teapot. 10. I'll go with 8. Let's see. Common Fog is 10. Jan Kuster is 9. Jan is with 10. We have another 10 there.
It runs on my fridge too.
8.
That's
8.
right. I love that teapot. That is terrific.
So yeah,
All right.
let's move on next. That's another one, JavaScript. So let's skip this one for voting. But yeah, I'm gonna need you to refactor all the JavaScript.
Yeah.
So that's a good one. One does not simply upgrade a JavaScript. But yeah, let's skip that for brevity of time.
Sure.
And this one as well. But I did that pretty good. Are you coming to bed? I can. This is important. What? I have to tell people about the JavaScript.
Yep.
And we have a few more, so let's skip it because to kind of.
Why don't we try to limit it to maybe 2 or 3 per person, right? So for voting, a lot of really good stuff here. In some form of Elvish, writing the same code everywhere.
I think we can do this because this is Meteor related. So yeah, we have the Elvish here.
Yep.
And let's see. I will go.
I'm giving that a 9, man. This is good.
I'll go with a 7.
Okay.
Let's see what we have here. 8 for the Elvish code. And if you look how old Meteor is, we could claim, this is the Elvish thing. We should launch Elvish script. We have 6, we have 7.
Elvish script, huh?
I'm wondering if that doesn't already exist.
I'm kind of curious if it does. You keep doing what you're doing. I'm going to search for Elvish script and see if it exists.
Well, there you get Tengar, but
no, not as a programming language. So I think today Gabs invented a new proposed language.
Wait, there is Elvish shell. And there actually is Elvish. You just have to search Elvish programming language for it. So let me pick the 2 top solutions just to kind of show you. There is this Elvish.
It's not an entirely new language. It's a programming technique, 2 primary sources, traditional Unix shell and functional programming language, both dating back many decades ago.
Yeah,
Elvish
but
shell.
I'm not impressed because it's in English, so that's not going to point. And here we have the code. So yeah, somebody actually has to go in, and this is someone else has to do it and do it in Tengar.
Okay, yeah.
Language. So
right, you already have that, yeah.
I'll buy the domain. Let's move on. I am ready for version 3.
Yeah. You can have a package, and you can have a package, and you can have a package. All right, it's cute.
Let's see.
Okay. Hey, Kooster, stop being such a nerd, man. There's Varach, a Klingon programming language. I think I'm more the nerd now that I think I've pronounced it correctly.
Yes.
You've
been exposed. All right. Any more votes for getting?
I'm going to hit next on this now, and let's move on.
It's just cute. Oh.
Meteor
developer in hospital upgrade app to async API.
Yes.
Meteor dev in hospital. 6. I'll go with 6 because the async API was not that big of an issue already.
Simon is sharing his pain.
Yeah, 2 more 7s. Okay. Few more moments. We have 8 from Kelly. Question to Zach. It might look like him. Yeah, that might be him. We have 4 for Gab, 7 from Fred. Okay, time to hit the next one, Alim.
Yep. Let's go.
Oh, it's the side glance. People talking about pros and cons of Meteor versus other framework. Me knowing only Meteor.
I think there are plenty of people that have this experience. It could be Meteor, it could be Rails, right? It could be whatever it is that's like,
Give this a solid 8 as well. So we have 8, 8. Common folks 2 cannot relate. 7.8. So that will be 8. Kelly at 6. And let's move on.
Yep. Got it.
And we have version. Alim, do you want to rating on this one?
Yeah, I'm gonna give this like a 4 for me.
Okay, let's do this. This is from you. One does not simply ignore the MeteorJS developer experience.
I enjoyed it, but I don't know if this is like, I don't know. I'll be very critical of myself.
6.
I see
that was 6. We have 5, 6.
Which 7. One common focus?
Yeah, with the different front ends, but
yeah. I'm going with Blaze, by the way, common folk. That's always, for me, it's the classics.
The old child.
Yep, the old child.
All right, let's go next.
Yep.
Mr. President, we are upgrading to Meteor 3.0. I still have the 5 for the previous one from Jan.
Okay.
Mr. President, we are upgrading.
All right, I'm going to let everybody else vote on this first before we move on. And then I think this is...
Go 5. We have 8, 8. 9,
and then boom.
8, 5. Okay, let's go next.
Yep.
I think we have good enough.
Got it next in there.
We are breaking changes. Let's skip those. 20 hours on YouTube video and it gets 1 view. We're skipping those because related, but I think that's your pain. I know.
Yeah, that's perfectly. I don't think this is like developers, share this. So this is really, for us. Nah, I'm disowning this one, by the way.
Okay, so let's skip that.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So I will go with this. It's a little racy. It's a little racy. I don't know
Yeah.
if anybody has an opinion. I noticed only one person flagged it, so people are staying away from it. So
The
maybe
client.
it's not PG enough.
Client goes with 9s.
Yeah.
I would say I'm going to go with 8 because I have been scaring the clients with that this is coming, and that I need to take time for it. So once I am actually done with it, this is how they are going to be like, oh, fine, I can go and give you the feature. Or
I have to say, by the way, this is an aspirational meme, right? I aspire to being able to, make sure my clients feel this way. So
All
anyway.
right. Let's go
on to next. Yeah.
We have a few. Last one I'm going to plug in there. 8 from Gabs.
Oh, Gabs had an 8. Okay.
And Alan, you've been here on a spree.
Yeah. Let's go on. I don't want to own this, right? So it's
This is we have got those, and I have here. Oh, this is my pain. So we'll vote for this. Figuring out the dependencies of all my packages for Meteor 3 update, or general one. Figuring out dependencies of my app dependencies.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
This is very, very painful. I know. Who else is voting on this?
With 7.
I'm going with a 7 on this.
Go with 8 because of the pain.
Yeah. I want to see who are your fellow sufferers. I think the people that suffer like you, will really, really relate to this. So I think this is like a psychological test. We're learning things about people as we're going through based on the memes that they prefer. Oh wow.
Dependencies are the best. I like upgrading them, especially if I don't have to do anything else and get all the performance boost.
I'm going Leos, I think, has a little bit of a masochist streak to him, or her.
Dependency of dependencies. Tell me about it. That's about where this upload
exactly.
Similar.
Circular dependencies. Ooh, they are.
Yeah. Okay, let's go next.
Yeah.
We are getting towards the end, and Kelly, what has really there for us? Meteor Renaissance, it's coming. Let's see. Do we want to vote on this or skip? It's a Meteor one, so let's do the votes.
Yeah, guys, put it in. Jan is a 9 on that.
I'll go with you on the 6. 8. 6.
It's here.
Gabs, you need to improve your meme game.
Meteor is too small. No, I think it's cool. I think it's cute. But winter is coming.
Yeah, that's a good one.
6.
Hopefully not for a while.
Okay, let's hit the next button here.
Okay.
This one I can't. Hang on.
This is not.
Move it on. Yeah.
Moving on. This is about Larry. We're skipping that one.
Oh.
He says, yes, that's my life story. And then we get to the new ones. I have, that we started on, kind of more of a balance cleaner here. Hey, why do programmers always use dark themes? So the answer there, because bugs are attracted to light.
Okay.
So I love that. So, and you have from Kelly, we are getting the finale, and we have Captain America in the famous elevator scene. I know TypeScript. Show me. And it's type X columns.
And then it starts a fight.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll have the
like
X.
Every perfect flame war.
Jan is 10. Kelly. We have you at 9. Red is 9. 10 for the types.
Yep.
I'm 9. I'll go with 8. Any more votes?
I have a call who called me a psychopath for using light theme.
Nice.
All right, let's go on next.
Learning how to debug code in DevTools, console.log, red pills. I'll skip that one because it's not exactly related.
Yeah.
We have npx Meteor and Meteor -- version, Meteor 3.16. And of course,
All
Meteor
right. Are we voting on this one?
2.16. Yeah, let's vote on this one.
Okay. Wait, hang on a second. That was Yos was saying for the console log. I don't know if we're voting on that one.
No. We've skipped that one, but that was great.
Okay, Fred has got a 9 on this. Yep.
I'll go with a solid 7. It's still an issue that needs to be. Well, actually, I think these Meteor 3.0 something needs to be recommended officially, so that I'm actually not sure if it's MPX. Yeah,
I think there was somebody who was running into a problem when they tried to do an upgrade, and they kept on, like, when they did the upgrade, and then they did the Meteor version, they kept on getting 2.16. So this is what this reminds me of.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that issue.
I think that's related to that. Okay. Somebody flagged it.
Oh.
Is it appropriate maybe, or something that's going to be fun in the moderators later?
All right. Okay, let's go next.
Let's see. And oh, this one hurts. This one hurts.
Wow. Wow.
MBG.
That I'm having what is that? It's like PSTD, right?
PTSD.
Yeah.
Whiplash.
Exactly.
I'll go with 9 as well. That was a painful period.
Fred is ouch. Fred, the ouch. What number is ouch? Trauma trigger. Exactly. It's very triggering. It's very triggering.
Layoffs in skipping mode.
All right, let's go on next on this.
Okay, here we go. Oh, I love this one. From Fred, Viper Framework, from the Korean shooter at the Olympics with all the gadgets, and then we have MeteorJS from the silver medalist from Turkey with nothing but just the gun.
Absolutely. So I'm giving that a solid 9. It's almost a 10, but well, Yos is going with a 10.
Yeah.
Gabs. Oh yeah. So satisfying.
Yeah, a 9 from Kuster.
Nice.
A few more, and I will do another refresh here just in case. We don't have anything there, and that's
that is it for it, right?
Yes, vending very much strongly.
Well, guys, this was a lot of fun. Thank you so much.
Yeah, let me quickly do the tally here to see which one we have. We have 81, 81.
He's an old grandpa with a gun and nothing to lose.
Yeah, okay, we have two winners, unless I am seeing this incorrectly. And just if you have a big screen enough, you can follow what I have here. So winner number 1, how dare you, Cordova. Let me double check that.
Can you just do a sort on that last column, or is that
Yeah, I'm going to just highlight them, and then I'm going to go back to them. I just want to make sure that I have another 81 and one that is not Meteor related. So I think in that case, or it's partially related to JavaScript intro. 81. Do I see another bigger number here than 81? No. So in that case, I want to skip back here and present the winners. As I scroll up to them. So we have the 2 winners. Up. Was quite a big one. So this is the first one from Lori, the JavaScript T. That's the one winner. And the next one, which I do think is this one from Jan Kuster, our package.
Absolutely. I think those two really do sum it up, don't they? This on the open source community and how people treat it, and then the other on like Meteor itself. I think that was great. This was a lot of fun, guys.
Yeah, this was great. So I hope we had a palette cleanser with this for those who still have their Friday before them, or for those who are now going to enjoy the weekends. I think it was a nice, for me, it was a nice palette cleanser because I had a very rough week at work. So a lot of laugh always helps.
Absolutely. And I just lost whatever the hell I was looking at. 1 second. Here it is. Okay. And with that, guys, if you have enjoyed today's episode, please like and subscribe to the channel. And next week, we're going to be covering working groups. And you might want to know what that is. We'll have an explanation of it. But with that, I'm going to say have a great weekend, folks. And we'll see you again next week.
A nice weekend and keep memeing.
Bye, guys.